Hello and welcome to the Akshon Esports Deck of the Week small video guide. I'm James, aka Reqnr, and yeah, if you've read the article above, this will just sort of be an idea of how the deck plays out. If you haven't read the article, or if you're actually watching it from my YouTube channel, click the link below or read the above if you're on the Akshon Esports page. So the deck is a Zoolock deck, which is mainly due to a lot of the competition on the ladder right now. Lots of shamans, lots of sort of mid-range decks going on. So this is a great deck to sort of really control the board and kill them before turn 10, basically, especially with the amount of Cthulhu warriors and Cthulhu druids out there. So it's a pretty standard Zoolock deck, to be honest. It does have some differences. We've got a brand Bronzebeard in here who's good for a 3-drop with a 2/4 body, but obviously triggering those battle cries twice is really great with things like Abusive Sergeant, Defender of Argus, and Dark Iron Dwarf. Obviously you want to be careful using it in conjunction with some cards like Doom Guard, even Flame Imp, and what's the other one that you might not want to use it with? Actually, I think that's it. I think you're good. Soulfire doesn't have a battle. Soulfire doesn't have a battle cry, so you're good with that. You can substitute your Doom Guard here actually for a Leroy Jenkins. I actually don't have Leroy. I've been playing since the beta, and I don't have Leroy. But I kind of prefer a Doom Guard anyway, to be honest. Just that one less mana. So yeah, with that all said, certainly read the article above, much more in depth, but we'll go into some games now and see how the deck fares. Okay, so it seems like the first game is against a rogue, which could be interesting. I mean, mulligan for rogue, I kind of really want to be able to hit face a lot, go for the kill very quickly, because they do have a lot of board wipes. SI7 agent, fan of knives, blade flurry if they're still playing that after the nerf. So I'm kind of going to go for pretty aggressive beginning. This opening hand is actually fairly good. Yeah, I don't think I need to change anything, so we'll stick with it. You notice I've got the deck list up here. This is using Deck Tracker, which is an awesome piece of software. It actually tracks it as I go if you're not using it. So we'll go with the Possessed Villager to start with. Hope that he doesn't have anything to deal with it straight away. I mean, obviously there's the Dagger Mastery, and if he does that, then that's kind of cool. He has to use 2 hits of a dagger to get rid of it. Okay. Undercity Huckster. That's a fairly decent card. So, I mean, we could go with Abusive Sergeant and coin out the Knife Juggler. That actually might be quite good. And it gets rid of that and it puts a Knife Juggler right there. Or I could discover a 1-cost card. Let's just do that for now. I mean, we'll take the Void Walker there. I will coin out the Abusive just to get rid of this for now. We've got 2 more cards on the board and a 1/1 as well, so we're looking fairly strong. I mean, obviously, if he has a Fan of Knives, won't be looking too great, but we'll still have this guy on board. And it does mean next turn I can get Bronzebeard out. Okay. I'm not too sure what the point in putting that down is. It's a 2-cost card and I can get rid of it using the Abusive Sergeant, who's already been helpful. So yeah, we'll do that. Now I'm kind of tempted to put down Knife Juggler as well. Yep, I think I'm going to go for it and then put down the Void Walker as well. We don't need Bran out just yet. And we'll just go face. So I probably should have mentioned right at the beginning of this, I am ranked 19, as you can see. This is the second game of, or second match I should say, that I'll be playing of this season. The season has only just started, I think. So yeah, that's the reason. If you're wondering why I'm sitting at rank 19. So these matches The people I'm up against might be a little bit easier than you'd expect to normally see. Okay, so what do we want to do here? I could go with the defender straight away, or I could tap. I mean, I think I can just go face at this point, especially if I do that. No, let's just tap for now. Okay, so we can get 2 knives out. See where they go. So that can now be dealt with. Might make sense to just get rid of that straight away, so we can do a bit more damage to this guy. Health is being lost here. That's quite nice because I can then deal with it like that, or I can just go face and let him have to do that himself. Yep, I think that was fairly strong. We've got decent board up at the moment. Let's just hope he doesn't have anything to deal with our whole board, because that could be dangerous. I'm not too sure about that use of SI7 there. Probably would have been better on our Flame Imp, because obviously we have more damage, so kind of weird. What would be great is having Bran and the Defender out, because we get the double battle cry, but that's not going to happen next turn.
So many options.
And the Rogue does seem to be a bit confused with what to do right now. We're sitting on the same health, but obviously we have a much stronger board. But knowing Rogue, they can do some crazy stuff. I did realise that I said SI7 agent before when I actually meant backstab. Okay. So yeah, we kind of need to deal with this. Well, actually we don't really if we get some taunt on the go, because I could just get the taunt and then Soulfire. Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea.
My shield for Arthur.
We don't really want to lose Bran in this situation, but okay, I'm happy with that. In fact, that went very well. So we're definitely looking strong right now. He could certainly sap, or double sap. But I'm not too bothered about that, because it does just mean I can just put them back on and I still have fairly decent board presence. What we really want next turn is a 3 mana battle cry minion that I can then... Oh, thanks. Wow, okay. He's kind of struggling to deal with everything at the moment. Okay, so I could put Bran on the board. I mean, or really I could tap. He can deal with that with 2. I mean, I might as well just go for it. Because he's going to have to hit. No, actually I'll go for this. Because otherwise he's going to have to hit and get 3 damage to the face and use his abusive. And if he uses something like Fan of Knives, it's going to summon some imps. So I'm better off using this than Dire, for the moment at least. And he's 9 health, so not looking great for him. The deck is all about sort of knowing when to control the board, so when to kill his cards and when to go face, and I feel like that was a good moment to just go face there. Okay, so he got a Doom Guard. I mean, I'm not too worried about that right now. So he got Soulfire and Doom Guard, like the 2 best cards for dealing with the kind of deck I have. Okay, that's not great. I'll tap. And I think I can put Bran on and I can get 2 for the battle cry. Well, obviously it's going to be that. Yeah, okay. And I think, yeah, I'm still good just to go face here. He doesn't have any cards. He has got 5 damage, but it'll take me down to 10, and the next guy can kill him. So he has to deal with what I've got here. If he doesn't manage to deal with everything, I've got a taunt. Yeah, okay. Well, that was fairly simple. I just overran him with cards. Yeah, and controlled the ball when I needed to. On to the next game.
Gul'dan versus Garrosh.
Okay, so game 2 is against a warrior, which, yeah, could be quite interesting. There's lots of different types of warrior decks on the ladder at the moment. For example, last week's deck of the week, the Dragon Warrior, but then there's very sort of control-based warriors and the Cthulhu Warrior as well. So at the moment I don't really know anything about what kind of warrior it is. Sometimes you can tell by the mulligan if they throw away a lot of cards. It can often be that they are like a Dragon Warrior, but if they keep a few, normally control, maybe? At least that's what I remember looking at before, especially with Warlock, you can tell that kind of information. We've got a fairly decent starting hand here with 2 1-drops. Forbidden Ritual I don't need until a bit later on. It would be nice to get a 2-drop, so I think we'll stick with that. And we get a 2-drop as well, so that's perfect. Now in this situation versus a warrior, what we don't want to see is a coin into Battle Axe. Kind of makes more sense for me to put down the Flame Imp first, just in case he does have a coin 2-drop that has 3 health or more. Having the Taunt out doesn't really do much, so I think I'm quite happy with putting out the Flame Imp there. Dark Peddler can be on second, but he probably does have a Battle Axe here, they always do. No. Okay. So what's nice about that is that I can deal with it, but I could also go face. And I could also put that down. This obviously kills my Flame Imp, so it kind of makes more sense for me to hit him in the face. I'll put this out as well. We'll get another Flame Imp as well. 6 other minions. Jeez, okay, that's... we'll go with Flame Imp. And we'll just go face. Because he'll probably want to deal with that, unless he has the Battle Axe, he'll probably want to trade. And that's fine by me. Next turn, we can put out something like Flame Imp and something else, or the Void Walker. So obviously we've established now he is Cthulhu Warrior. Okay. So I think we'll go with that. And maybe, yeah, let's go with Void Walker. We can hope a 1 in 3 chance. Okay, and we'll go face again. He can't deal with this with just one of his Reqnrs, so he kind of has to, yeah, he has to lose this one, which is fine. We do want to deal with this though, of course. Now, it kind of makes sense here to tap. Maybe put down another Juggler. Yeah, I think so. Hopefully we'll hit that. No, okay, that's not the best. So we can't actually deal with that at the moment. I mean, we could, but we lose both. I'm kind of tempted to just go face a bit more and let him sort of have to trade with me. I mean, it's kind of a race for me now. I don't want him to get his Cthulhu out. I mean, we're a while away from turn 10, so I could just kill him first. And I do have my Sea Giant here. So he has a very interesting deck here. Yeah, I'm not sure I traded that well then. And Dire Wolf will help to deal with that, of course. So I could go tap, Dire Wolf, Flame Imp. Let's do that. And hope we get some lucky. Okay, 1 in 3, come on. You can do it. Okay, not the best. Because actually that... yeah, maybe that wasn't the best at all. I really need to get rid of this. I think I probably could have taken a little bit longer to actually think about that. Maybe... yeah. Well, we'll see. I mean, he's on 17 health and we're on turn 5. I'm on 20 with a fairly decent board. I mean, yeah. I don't want to have Brand down when I'm doing stuff like Doomguard or... but yeah, I mean, we can get Sea Giant down now. Unless he goes face, which he doesn't. That Twilight Elder is doing work, which isn't great. Kind of tempted to Doomguard now. Can't actually get the Sea Giant out. We might just have to leave everything up there. Unless I put this guy up as a taunt. Yeah. And we can just leave that. Because then that deals with both if he attacks, which I don't think he will. He hasn't actually used any kind of weapon yet. Very strange deck that he has 2 infested Taurens. So the deck is kind of, again, really to deal with the with a lot of shamans that are on the ladder right now. And seeing as we haven't actually run into a shaman just yet, a rogue and a warrior. It's not really the best for warrior, and I haven't really played it the best. To be honest, if he was playing a lot more control orientated, we'd be in a lot more trouble because he'd be armoring up and he'd be putting down big minions, which he's kind of doing now. But if he doesn't do much now, I can drop a very, very cheap Sea Giant. He might just leave the board as it is. Yeah, he is. Okay, well, he's kind of a bit more in trouble now because I can get the Sea Giant out for 3. I could get the Sea Giant out and then Defender. I think that's quite strong because I can then deal with his 6-drop with 2. And that was 1. That makes sense.
My shield for Arthur. Your history.
So I can deal with that.
Your history.
Okay, he can't actually kill. Oh shit. Okay, he can kill that. So we'll deal with that first. Kill that. Not the best placement here. And deal with that as well. And now he's left with a very small board. Oh man, I should have dealt with that again. What am I doing? But his board isn't very strong unless he can brawl, which he definitely... Okay. So it might have been better to go face then. Especially seeing as my Sea Giant. Okay, wow. We were very, very lucky then. Very lucky indeed. Seeing as he's now dealt with his brawl, I can do that. Might as well tap. I am on low life at the moment. In fact, I think that's probably going to be one of the last taps I want to make. I probably should have put these on as well. Kind of rushing through slightly, but it's cool because we have got this Doomguard left that I could use to refine, execute, or like... yeah, okay, I thought he might have that. So he will have a shield slam later. But we will have 5, 6, 7, 8, 16. We don't have lethal. But what I can do is just drop like my whole hand here. It might be worth me actually getting... I mean, maybe we will have lethal actually. So we've got 5, 10, 18, 20... Okay, we're just off lethal, so I will have to deal with this. Just hope he doesn't have another brawl. And now his shield slam is kind of going to be a bit useless. unless he has armor up or shield block. So yeah, we're looking kind of good now. I mean, he can't get his Cthulhu out yet. His Cthulhu has got 14/14, so it's quite strong. That was quite nice. But unless he has another brawl now, he's dead. Okay, I think we're looking good. Yeah, okay, good game. I mean, I definitely misplayed a few times there. There were a couple of times when I should have dealt with his board a bit better. But I think we had a mixture of dealing with the board and going face, which is very important with this kind of deck. I mean, his deck wasn't the best. So yeah, that's 2 out of 2 so far. Let's get on to the third game. Okay, so we've got a druid for our third and final match. Example of this deck. So druid is interesting. You actually don't really see that many of them on the ladder at the moment. And I'm assuming it's a Cthulhu druid just because they're very popular. The best thing to do really in the situation in terms of mulligan is definitely keep our 1/1s. Bran has been not that effective for us so far, so I am going to mulligan him and hope that we get a decent 2-drop. Soulfire, I don't really want right at the beginning. 2 Forbidden Rituals. I mean, it's not great, but it's good in time of need. Okay, so he can't deal with my Voidwalker if I get it out. He can obviously hit it. With his shapeshift, but I could coin out Possessed Villager here, but I'm not going to. So I mean, that should use his whole turn, unless he puts something down. Okay, he has Wrath, yeah. Okay, Wrath was the thing I was a little bit worried about, and of course he had it. So we've got another Voidwalker, that is nice. Let's just hope he doesn't have another Wrath for us. And I mean, Forbidden Ritual isn't great against a druid because they have so much to deal with it. Swipe, shapeshift, obviously, these little buggers, and he is a Cthulhu druid, so we do need to get some damage in on his face fairly soon. Otherwise, we're going to see a lot of nonsense from him. So, what do we want to do? So he could swipe next turn, so I'm not going to be using Forbidden Ritual, but I will. I mean, I could coin and life tap. I don't think I need to do that for now. So let's just put the battle cry down, because we can get another taunt out, which of course is excellent. Put that over there. Now, in this situation, I'm kind of tempted to just hit that. Because if I go face, he's just going to use that to kill my Voidwalker, and then that'll be 2/2 and much harder to deal with. So if I get this to 1/1, he's more likely to shapeshift to use 2 of his mana, and then use this to hit that, which of course won't kill it. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm not really too bothered about leaving that at 2/3 because I can kill it at some point. Because I do have power overwhelming. So that's kind of pretty much perfect. Because it now allows me to deal with this. That can also deal with that. And I get another Shadow Beast down. Defender of Argus, really nice in this spot. And I mean, actually, maybe it's just worth going face here, because he will have to kill it with that anyway, and I can just get some more damage into his face. We still have the coin, and we still have these two. I'm just scared about him having a swipe. He hasn't used one yet. When he uses one, it means I have more reason to use a Forbidden Ritual.
I bleed for Cthulhu.
So this is great here for power overwhelming, because we can just deal with that straight away. Good turn to tap, I think, because we get a knife. Juggler out as well. Is there anything else I want to do here? I mean, I could coin and then Forbidden Ritual, but it seems like a bit of a waste. I've got a great turn for Power Overwhelming here.
Put this apple on your head.
I'll coin and Flame Imp though, for sure. I was actually expecting that to die for some reason. Oh, it'll die at the end, of course. Getting a bit confused then. We've got 2 of these now, but if he doesn't swipe or kill my Knife Juggler, no, that's what I was expecting before, then Forbidden Ritual will be pretty deadly next turn. Yeah, I mean he's gonna deal with it. He kind of has to. Yeah. Don't really know if he had to go for the 5 attack though, but he did spend a whole turn doing that. I'll tap again. That's pretty nice. I'm going to leave Abusive on the board. Get another one of these guys. I will put him on the board because if he does swipe now, at least I'm going to have a 1-1 left at the end of it. I mean, it's a perfect swipe opportunity here, kind of. But yeah, as long as he uses 1, I mean, every druid runs swipe, so it's kind of a given. His Cthulhu's only on 11/11 as well, which isn't great for him, but we do want to have him dead, or at least very close to dead, by the time we're on 10. And he's just going to punch that in the face, wow. So he's obviously got some, I don't know, quite big cards. He's certainly struggling. I'm dealing with my board. That's quite nice. So we'll just put that down and then... yeah. Oh, okay, that was a misclick, damn it. Okay, that's a bit of a mistake there. These are level or rank 19 plays, of course. Okay, that's pretty gross. But I will be able to deal with it using my Abusive next turn. And that's why I haven't been using him. That's why I've been holding him back. And a Direwolf. Okay, so we might be able to kill him here. If I play this correctly. So let's give him that. So I need 3 more, which I will get from him. So if I put this in here, perfect. Well, there you have it. 3 of 3. We didn't come across any shamans, even though this deck is kind of meant to be for them. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll do one more match after this. Actually, we'll do 4 matches just in case we do come across a shaman in the next one. I'm hoping we will, because I can kind of show how to deal with it. But that is how to deal with classes like druids that are going to be playing lots more sort of control-y, sort of late game creatures. Is just flood the board, trade when you need to, but go face when you need to. On to the next game. Okay, so we've got another hunter for our final 4th match. We didn't come across any shamans, that's not too bad though. Pretty much a perfect mulligan here. I mean, the Direwolf isn't fantastic as far as the 2-drops go, so I could get rid of that. But to be honest, it's actually, yeah, it's a fairly good card, especially because we've got the coin. I can coin these 2 on turn 1 and then put that down. So yeah, let's keep all of it. So yeah, no shamans for now, but that's just what happens, especially when you're at this level. Okay, so as I said, I will coin out these two here. It just means that we've got some extra damage for the direwolf next turn. He might put something out with a 2 health that I'll need to deal with, and I'll probably use the possessed villager. And he is a golden hunter, so slightly more scary. Or not scary at all. And I think Knife Juggler is better in this situation than the Direwolf Alpha, and that's just because I don't really have anything that I need to hit apart from his face, and he'll probably deal with it. Next turn he might be able to get rid of it, which I don't really want, because I'm kind of scared of explosive trap or something like that.
To my side.
Okay, well that's yeah, he can't be happy with that, because now I can just kill it with these two. And I'll get the Imp Gang boss down. Or will I? Actually, this is a perfect time for Forbidden Ritual, because of course I get a 1 in 3 chance of, well, 3 chances to deal with that. Oh, there you go. Okay, that was pretty nice. So now he wants an explosive trap. But if he doesn't have one, then he's not in good shape at all.
Put this apple on your head.
Okay, he's got his own Knife Juggler. Interesting. Okay. Oh, damn it. Oh well, I get one back. Okay, we can have 2 Knife Jugglers out now. I think it's worth doing that. And the Direwolf Alpha? Yeah, go on then, why not? Come on. Yeah! Awesome, there we go. That's how to deal with a board with just 1 health for its minions. Now an explosive trap yet again would be pretty disgusting for us. He doesn't have it and he has to use a kill command. Okay, so we're in a very, very good shape right now. And actually putting out something like an Imp Gang boss is really good if he does have an explosive trap. I think I can tap here, because if I put a Flame Imp out and he does have explosive, then it's just a waste and I've got damage done to myself. Where do we put him? We can chill over here with our Knife Juggler, and we get a lot of damage in now. I mean, this is pretty disgusting for the hunter. I don't think he's going to be able to survive next turn, especially when we have a Dark Iron Dwarf out. Okay, there's the explosive trap. Okay. So yeah, it's actually not that bad for him, because, well, okay, I've got a Doom Guard, he's dead. So that's when you want Doom Guard. I mean, if we didn't have it, we would have still been in very good shape anyway. But there you go, a quick one for the last one. So yeah, let me know what you think about it. Certainly come back next week on Akshon Esports website for another deck of the week. I'm not sure what Matthew has in store. If you're watching this and you haven't read the article, go to the Akshon Esports website and find it, because the strategy guide there, mulligan tips, and sort of more in-depth information about the cards will be far greater than what I've done here. So certainly go over to the website. But yeah, tune in next week. It's been a great, well, these last 4 games have been really fun. I haven't actually lost any of them. But that's, I guess, what happens when you're playing around rank 18. So yeah, check out the Akshon Esports website for more esports and gaming news, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.